Good evening. Good evening, Voices crowd. Good evening. One more time for Isaac and his brilliant, beautiful speech. He was ad-libbing and it was great. A little nervous, but it was great. My name is Khary Lazarre-White. I'm the executive director and co-founder of Brotherhood, Sister Soul. Appreciate that, Akeem. It's alum in the house. I wanted to take a moment to recognize some of the extended Brosis family that are here with us this evening. We have a lot of partners to do this work. Our work is expansive, as you have heard already, reaches into so many different sectors and spaces, and there are times, as you saw in the photos, where we are protesting on the steps of City Hall and protesting around policies in our city that we disagree with. And then there are times we are working with our partners in government who we have been colleagues with and friends with for so many years. And so there are some elected officials and senior members of government who we'd like to recognize who are here with us this evening. The very, very, very busy Manhattan District Attorney Alvin Bragg. A previous honoree of Voices and the first deputy mayor of the city of New York, Sheena Wright. She's acting mayor today because the mayor's in Rome, so any issues, talk to Sheena afterwards. The New York City Department of Education Chancellor David Banks was with us. Manhattan Borough President Mark Levine. New York City Council members from the Borough of Brooklyn, Rita Joseph, Sean Abreu, and Gail Brewer. We also have royalty in the house, Her Royal Highness the Princess Laurentine of the Netherlands. So this evening, we recognize people we are moved to recognize. And the first person we'll recognize this evening and honor is a friend and a colleague of over 20 years. She is truly one of the leading organizers in our country. She is an unyielding voice for equality and for equity and for access. I first met Ai-jen Poo over 20 years ago as we organized together here in New York City. We received awards together, such as the Union Square Award for Grassroots Organizing and the Ford Foundation Leadership for a Changing World Award. And I have been impressed, I have been struck, I have been moved by her work over the last 20 some odd years. She is the epitome of consistency, of brilliance, of insightfulness, of class, focused organizing, and on intersectionality. When many of our labor laws were written and labor protections were written now nearly 100 years ago, two groups were exempted: those that did domestic work in homes and those that did field work. They were exempted because Southern Democratic senators wanted to exempt the black folk who worked in their homes and who picked the cotton and picked the tobacco that we know so many did across this country. And so those two groups didn't receive labor protections. And so now today, the face of those who do domestic work are overwhelmingly women of all different ethnic backgrounds, immigrants, black and brown, Asian and white, who are doing nameless work in so many places to care for those we love, to take care of our people, to take care of our homes. When you think of the folks who are picking in fields the fruit and the food that we eat every day, it is unbelievably difficult work. And Ai-jen chose to represent those people, to work with those people, to call attention to those issues, and to see the intersectionality of what was done to black people in this country now affecting people of all different backgrounds. And it's such an honor to honor Ai-jen Poo this evening. As part of our honoring, we have a video we've made about Ai-jen. We want to thank Revolt, and we want to thank Datavio Samuels for making that happen. And so, without further ado, let's watch a little bit about Ai-jen Poo.